too. Knows about the grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. How you doing, nasties? It's Wednesday, hump day, wing Wednesday as well, Joaquin. Wing Wednesday.
Ooh.
Zach Kubich, the producer, is in the house with a sweet shirt. Post Malone. Joaquin Gage is in the house, and Hernan Salas is in the house. Welcome to EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk, which is presented by Play Alberta. I'm reloaded. Hey, deposit $20 min to get a $50 free bet. You can use it for your casino or you can use it for sports bet. It's EST Casino or EST Sports. Make sure you reload on Play Alberta. Sign up for an account today. It's great times, great fun. Edmonton Sports Talk always has a little tab there. The DJ Den. Dusty makes his bets. Jay has his play of the day. You know what's great, Joaquin? Jay's song for play of the day.
I know, it kind of grows on you, huh?
Yeah, it does. I kind of like it. I always sing along with it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like it.
I hope Hernan or Gager read a stat of something.
I hope we don't read any more of Jasmine's texts in the nasty chat.
What does that mean, though?
Exactly.
I don't know what that meant. What it means. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Could you be more cryptic?
Yeah, I have no idea what that
to start off the show too, like it's just we were rolling there.
It just
brings me down.
I just don't like to be confused.
Well,
I'm usually confused.
Can we block her 24 hours?
What is happening?
Oh boy. So some sad news. My dream of running a marathon might come to a halting end here.
Why?
I ran yesterday. The hip, man, it's not good. Limping around today. My left hip and then my right knee almost went out. Hernan's breaking down as we speak. So I don't know what to do. Should I just take a week off and train for the last 2 weeks heading into it? Or should I just bail? Because my hip hurt yesterday. I'm in serious pain here, Joaquin.
Well, I think we talked about certain things that you probably have to do at your vintage to make sure that you can do something like this. And probably, I mean, you don't want to go past and look over your mistakes, but you probably should have bought new shoes to begin with.
I'm getting them today.
I know, but a little late, man.
But why? My shoes are fine. They've been fine up until now.
Well, I don't know. We probably needed better shoes. Again, at your age, you probably shouldn't have been pounding the pavement as much and going maybe running on grass or something, get a little more give, because what it sounds like is just the pounding on the joints.
Yeah.
That's what's killing you here. So
it's been 3 months of training, running 3-4 times a week. I'm also frustrated because I feel like my pace is getting slower. It should be getting better. So I'm going the opposite way. Could be the injuries. A lot of people are saying physio, but Joaquin, I don't have time for physio right now.
You don't need voodoo. All right, you can do your own physio.
Yeah. Stretching maybe the hips.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You should be at least you watch TV at night, right?
Of course.
You just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stretch now.
Not right now, but
no, I know. But what I'm saying is, for everybody that's ran or is a runner or runs a marathon, what should I do? Should I take, how many days off should I take? Because my hip's screwed up right now. It is.
What about walking? Can you walk at a good pace?
Would riding the bike help? Because I'm not really, pounding on the pavement, right? I just don't want to lose days without training, right?
So you know what I would do?
What's that?
If I were you, I would hit the treadmill, and I know you don't like it.
And see how that feels?
Hit the treadmill, but walk. Don't run.
Okay.
But then you go probably, I'm saying, just to start, I would go 4 miles an hour, maybe at an incline of like 4.5, 5, and just go for 15 minutes. See how that feels.
Mhm.
If that's all right, then bump it up to maybe 4.3, 4.5 miles an hour, but increase the incline and just walk,
Okay.
because you'll still get the benefits of like getting the tar out of your lungs.
Yeah.
And also it's different muscles. Like it's actually, to walk, it's a lot harder really to run because you're bounding a little bit. And at least this way you'll still get the benefits of the cardio stuff with and maybe not as much stress on your joint.
Okay.
That's what I would.
Okay.
And don't just sit on the couch and drink your wine and smoke your darts.
So yeah,
At least stretch while you're smoking.
So throughout the show, I need help. What should I do? Should I take how many days off? What should I return with? Gage already gave me the walking guide here. What should I do? Because my hip's a little messed up right now. My right knee's a little sore. Yeah, I'm just I feel down today because after my run yesterday, I was in a lot of pain.
Has this been something that's been building up since your training, or did it just happen all at
Have you
once?
not been listening to the show in the past? All he
No,
does is
actually, I
complain.
I know. Well, I don't know which part is true. Right?
No, it was the run before the one yesterday where I started feeling my hip. But then yesterday, like halfway through, my hip started
Like front of the hip, back of the hip. Where is it?
like kind of like it's like a side pain almost.
Ugh.
So I started feeling it yesterday halfway through my run, and then my knee.
Yikes.
I felt like Jake Serezna.
Because your hip bone's connected to your knee bone. Your knee bone's connected to your ankle. It's all connected too.
Tana
So it could
says,
just be-
riding the bike will help with cardio, but you really should go to physio. You might be surprised to see where your weakness is actually. It might not be your hip. Oh.
No, he needs a psychologist to see where the weakness is.
Spency 5 cents. Lay on side and raise top leg up, hold for 10 seconds and repeat. Smurfy says bike or aqua size is lower impact.
You know what? Go
Rip,
get
Rip says physio isn't voodoo. That'd be my department, but physio will get you to the root cause. Oh, I might have to, Joaquin. Damn it.
You don't need physio.
No, you don't believe in physio, Joaquin?
Well, I do, but it doesn't, like, I had the benefits of physio being a professional athlete because I had access to it every single day. You can't just go once and then, it's you have to keep doing it, right? So, and
Okay, so should I take days off?
oh
Is
yeah,
my question.
yeah.
How many days off?
So what is it? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday because
So
I'm running
take-
every second day. Should I take tomorrow off?
You should take tomorrow off, take Friday off, and then on the weekend start
Try.
walking.
Okay.
All right, walk till the next week, see how it feels, and then if you're seeing the benefit, like if you're because you're what 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out,
3 weeks out.
so I would go for a good half an hour walking on an incline for half an hour.
Yeah.
You can do that. It's a TV show, right? If you find after that you're like, oh my gosh, that's because it'll be a different way of training. You'll probably be a little bit winded. If you feel like that's going to get your wind enough, because once you start running, it's going to feel a lot easier than walking. Guarantee, especially on an incline like that.
I trust you because you're a former elite athlete. You know what you're talking about with the hips, especially for goalies, right?
For goal, yeah. But I stretched every day too.
So take the rest of the week off, do some stretching.
Don't take till Saturday.
Yeah. So
And-
the rest of the week. So
Yeah, the rest of this week,
Okay.
and then try the walking thing on Saturday. That's what I do on the treadmill, just to see what it's like.
Rip City Step. Just hammer some coconut water.
But you know what? You should do too some anti-inflammatory stuff.
Hit the drugs, eh?
Well, I mean, you could go to a dispensary, go get just CBD. I know you don't like the THC,
Yeah.
so just try the CBD. Get a balm, throw it on there, some Voltaren,
Yeah.
get the inflammation down.
I really want to run this half marathon, and I'm a little like yesterday I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed with obviously my pace lowered because I was feeling my hip,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to cut my run short because the pain was just. I was like, I can't keep running like this. Like I'm just gonna further injure myself.
Does it
So-
hurt right away?
No, like I said, I was like probably halfway through my run, and I started feeling it bug me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it got worse and worse, so I just
See,
stopped.
yeah, you don't want, the worst thing you want is to start running and feel that after kilometer 2, right? You want to make sure that if you do start feeling bad in the marathon, that you do it without pain, right? That would suck.
Tana says, what's been your longest run so far? I've done 14 and a half kilometers. So I'm about 6.5 away from what I would need. No, 7. No, wait, 6. Because it's 21.
21 kilometers?
Yeah, that's the half marathon.
Oof.
So, because that's the thing. I wanted to go hard these next 2 weeks. And then the last week, you're only supposed to run, I think, once for like 30 minutes, like 4 days before, and then just kind of rest your body, hydrate, get ready. So getting old sucks, Joaquin.
Do you have like nipple cream yet?
No.
No?
Do I need it? I don't need that, man.
Don't you get chafing on the nipples?
No.
You don't want those bleeding. Or are you just going to tape them up?
I just want to do.
I got lots of boob tape. My daughter dances. She's got tons of that stuff.
I just want to run the marathon and run it all. I don't want to be finishing it hurt and walking, you know.
I want you coming across the finish line with massive cleavage.
This sucks.
This is like an anaconda.
You can't run a marathon without Band-Aids on your nipples. That's from Big Uke. Big Uke, I'm questioning your marathon knowledge, but
I've ran close to 15K so far, and I've never had that issue.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you got the runner's t-shirt, right? Like,
yeah, but what do you got? What are you wearing?
it's not wool. Like,
Are you wearing like short shorts and tank top?
looking like?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Not like a tank top.
No?
Sleeveless. Yeah.
That's called a tank top.
Short shorts for sure.
Okay.
So I can show off my nice legs.
There you go.
And today I'm going to see my new runners.
You're going to see your new runners.
No, I'm going to buy them.
Okay. What kind of runners are we going for?
I don't know yet. I'll see when I get there. I did some research yesterday because of my
you're
flat
going to the running
feet.
room.
Yeah, running room. So
you should. Do you have it narrowed down, or did you look at some?
yeah, I looked at a few. But again, obviously try them on, walk around in them a bit, make sure everything feels right.
I love runners. I'd wear runners every day.
Oh,
Like Seinfeld.
yeah, but like I didn't like Seinfeld because he'd wear like jeans with a collared shirt and like runners. It just wasn't a good.
It's not a good look, but it's comfy.
Oh, 100%.
I wish, like, there's some dress shoes that feel like runners. Like, I have a pair of Skechers kind of dress shoes. They feel great. They look good.
So when I started with the Elks, my first couple on the sidelines, I was wearing my Converse. Oh my God, my feet were so sore, my back. And then I'm like, I went to buy a pair of Skechers, changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah,
my
it's a
back
game changer.
getting hurt.
Yeah,
You know, like because you're standing for a long time,
Yeah.
right? So Skechers is the way to go.
it is.
Yeah.
Especially at our age.
For like work, like if you're going to be on your feet a lot walking, like Skechers, man.
I can't tell you how many times people have said, "Hey, what kind of shoes are those?" And I go,
Yeah.
"Skechers." I go, "Really?" Oh yeah, baby. I mean, they are old man shoes, but whatever.
Kootenai Time Ben says, get on the foam roller, Hernan. Roll out the... you're right. Kootenai, I do have a roller. I do use it a lot, especially for the back and the hammies. Richard says, hard to aqua size with a dart in your mouth.
It's in a plastic bag.
I'm like that. Luke says, new shoes are a big deal. I bet the knee pain goes away. Also get a roller. Rob the plumber. Hey, Hernan, it probably wouldn't hurt to rest, but if you can stretch your hips, stretch your hamstrings if they're tight, can affect your glutes, which then will affect your hips and maybe even the lower back a little. I would pick a physio appointment and get it dry needling done. Okay.
One of the big ones with me is whenever I feel lower back pain, it's all hamstrings. So I'll sit lay on my back, one leg up, the other one straight out with a rubber band.
Yeah.
And I just pull the leg back. Like I don't yank it back so it's burning.
Yeah.
And you don't want to feel it in the back of your knee.
Yeah.
But you just want to feel it slightly in your hamstring, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then when that subsides, you increase.
Yeah.
Because like the whole muscle memory. Like muscles are kind of elastic, right? So they remember. So you just start training it. If you just pull it right away, it's just pulling against each other. That's not going to do anything. So actually stretching is a really slow, gradual process.
Yeah.
Like, and even today, like I think I did the splits a couple weeks ago, but it took me a good 6 hours to kind of get there, but I could do it still.
Nice. So yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. I mean, to train for this long and then not be able to do it would be such a bummer. We will talk real sports, not Hernan's marathon journey here.
It's sports. Everyone's going to be there. Where's the finish line?
Shaw Conference.
Oh my gosh, I got to get down there, I guess.
Yeah, to catch me. Gonna be fun.
I'll be there with darts.
Darts.
Can you imagine all that nicotine going into your system right after that? 21 kilometers?
It's going to be magical.
Wow.
Well, I don't know if you could. It'd be hard to smoke though, because your body, you just went through all that. Like your lungs are probably suffering some
Have
sharp
you ever heard
pains
of
or
a
something.
hockey player named Guy Lafleur?
Yeah, but he's not Hernan Salas, so.
Yeah, well, Hernan Salas he's a professional athlete now, professional runner.
Hell yeah.
You might need some of those Zins.
My buddy used to smoke after every game. It was hilarious.
There's guys, Ally Afraid, he's just smoking the intermission, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
So did Lafleur. Mark LaForest, first goalie I played against pro. He was smoking before the game outside the dressing room.
they would probably smoke on the ice if they were allowed.
They would have.
I played soccer with guys that would smoke at halftime or before the game, and I'd be like, how do you guys like?
Like my mom was in love with Pavel Bure. Like, he was good looking dude.
I was in
right?
love with him too.
I kind of had a little bit of a crush, but what ruined it because she thought he was so great, but I don't know why, came to the airport and he was standing outside the terminal smoking.
Oh, that makes me like him even more.
Oh yeah, they didn't call him the Russian rocket for nothing.
What was I going to get to, Joaquin? I don't even know anymore. Oh, we got to get to some Elks. Hey, tomorrow we'll find out who starts, Tre or Cody, around 11 a.m. when the depth chart comes out. Reed Wilkins did tweet that Killam, when asked about the quarterback change, he tweeted this about half an hour ago. This was after practice. Going to have to wait and see. Tre's had the majority of the reps for the entire year. We thought if we do want to make it, we'd give Cody a few more. Those guys split reps all week. We haven't made a decision yet. So we'll find out tomorrow. They continue to prep. Walkthrough day tomorrow. Then the Elks will hit the airport and travel out to Regina. It's a nice little hour flight, and the best stadium in the league, in my opinion.
You like it better in Princess Auto?
Best travel because you land, you're at
You're right
your hotel
there.
in 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you're at the stadium in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. So we'll see if the good old Edmonton Elks can get their second win of the season. And the big question here is, and for inside the numbers, we're going to look at some numbers, Gager, and they're not pretty, but the big one is who will be behind center for the Edmonton Elks tomorrow. Friday. That's either Cody or Tre Ford. It's going to be interesting, and we're going to be all over it as soon as we see the depth chart, and we'll have our takes on who starts for the Edmonton Elks. At the end of the day, you got to go in there and win a damn game. It's go time now for this team, for me, regardless of who's behind center. So Saskatchewan's rolling right now. Trevor Harris has been great. So it's gonna be a fun game. Reminder: the Green and Gold kickoff show with Matthew Wanick and Jay Milne will get going at 6:00 on Friday with kickoff at 7. Okay,
I love that show.
It's great. Joaquin,
What?
you know that Edmonton Sports Talk's presenting sponsor is Play Alberta.
I do.
Did you know that Play Alberta is your home for online gaming excitement, where you can feature casino games, live dealer action, lottery instance, and sports betting? Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. Hernan's rolled on the way. Barney Shynkaruk from the Sportscage in Regina will join us at 2:20 to talk some riders. We got Who Dis coming. Be ready. Remember, you got to text in the River Korean box 780-218-9999. And if you're the first one with the correct answer, you get 2 points on the board. Max Pazuzu already has 2. Let's go. EST Afternoons. We're back after the break with more Elks and some Oilers talk.
EST's own Jason Milne reported that Jake Seresna of the Elks was taking first-team reps at practice this morning, while head coach Mark Killam mentioned that they haven't picked a starter just yet for Friday's game in Saskatchewan. Out east, Chad Kelly of the Argos missed practice today. After participating yesterday, he hasn't seen action since suffering a severe leg injury in the East Division final last season. This means Nick Arbuckle gets a start for Toronto as they battle the Bombers Saturday. And it's the rubber match between the Jays and Yankees as they close their 3-game series. Jays winning 4-1 in the opener, losing 5-4 to the Yanks last night. Toronto holding first in the AL East, up 3 games on New York. First pitch at 5:07. Chris Bassett takes the mound for Toronto. And around the league, there is some action underway. 3 games live. Angels down 6-3 against the Mets. Top of the 8th. Royals up 4-2 on the Cubs midway through the 4th, while the Cardinals and Rockies are just getting underway. And for the Riverhawks, they look to bounce back against the Apple Sox. Wenatchee smacking Edmonton 21-7 in their series opener last night. Game 2 goes at 7:35. The action will be streamed on any of EST's audio streams. Tune in for that. This sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. Catch some Double E football action this season. Tickets start at just $20. Their next home game is Saturday, August 2nd at 1 o'clock against the Ticats. Get your tickets now at goelks.com. Conversation continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
And Hervey, the general manager of the Double E, he joins us.
We wanted people in our room that we thought we could build what that timeline is and can be. It's a combination of coaches getting the players prepared and the players going out there and executing, as well as putting in their own time. I think that's kind of the culmination of how you get through ruts and you speed up the process of continuity.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, presented by South Ford Chevrolet. Weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Tonight on Will It Store, 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The Canadian Brewhouse is turning up the flavor this summer with our new summer feature menu. Try our jerk chicken skewers, Cajun shrimp tostadas, and street corn salsa. Bold bites made for patio season. Get them while it's hot. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's 1:24. Welcome back to EST Afternoons. Hey, slam that thumbs up. 23 already, which is not too bad on the summer slow thumbs up totals. But yeah, let's hammer it. River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Nasty Chat, which has been great, as Hernan's hips are crapping out on him 3 weeks out from his first half marathon. So we'll see. We will see. Lots of, Six Pack saying the running room's great because they have like this tool they use for like the arc of your foot and all that. So it's great. So I can't wait to go there today and check it out and see if I can get some new runners, Joaquin. Thanks, Reed. Reed just got me a nice coffee. These are the best. Dun, da, da, da. These are the best.
They are sweet.
Sweet. Elks. Who do you want, Tre or Cody?
Who do you want?
think I said yesterday you start with Tre, but short leash.
Mm.
Where are you going?
Well, I guess I hate to just agree because it's bad for YouTube and radio, but yeah, I think it's not only a short leash, it's one of those things that snaps back like a janitor's keys if it's bad.
Oh, man.
He's janitor keys right now.
That's actually pretty good. Pretty good reference.
If he doesn't march for points, done.
Yeah. Oh, and some good news. City of Edmonton has been awarded the marquee milestone of the 2026 Canadian Football League offseason. From March 27th to the 29th, the country's next generation of football stars will have the opportunity to showcase their skills at the CFL Combine. They did it in 2023 here. It's a pretty cool event. Everybody's in town.
When is it?
March. It's the CFL Combine.
Oh, it's for the new. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, another thing. Did you know Dusty's going camping this weekend?
Yeah, he just said that.
I fear for him.
More like glamping.
But I because Benny told me, and I'm like, oh, like that's dangerous for him.
Why?
And he's like, no, he's going with other people. So I was like, oh, okay. Dusty admitted himself he probably can't put up a tent.
Oh, he can't?
No.
See, for a farm boy, I find he's such
very unlikely.
So fascinating to me.
Very unlikely he can start a fire.
Really?
Put up a tarp.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like I would survive either, but I've put up tents before.
And this is coming from a guy who's can't do either of those either.
See, I don't like. Do you think Dusty owns a tent?
I think he said he didn't, but they're taking like a kind of like this weird tent that he found. That's what's it called?
Well, I don't know if they're taking a tent from the lock shop. He said that he didn't have one before, and they wanted to get a cabin. He was thinking about that, but
yeah,
then
rent the cabin.
Yeah. Well, the cabin area and the tent area weren't beside each other, so then they ended up, I don't know, renting some form of permanent, semi-permanent tent that's already on location there. That's beside a tenting area.
I'm shocked that
it's like a dome.
Yeah, it's like a dome.
Oh, okay, like a yurt.
Yeah, he's taking 2 beds. He said, like obviously mattresses and
a
TV and the Xbox.
I'm shocked that he hasn't camped with Marsh and the Muzz out back.
I know.
I did that with my kids, like not tons, but and even for they're probably not at the age for sleepovers quite yet, I guess. But like I would set it up for my kids when they had friends to sleep over in the summer. And they'd go out in the backyard, right, and sleep in the tent.
Just wait till they cook their food on the fire. Dusty's gonna be blown away.
But that's perfect. That's perfect Dusty food, though. It's all.
It is. It's just.
It's not. We're not
Wieners,
burgers, maybe a steak.
Oh, steaks are on the fire. So good. So good. Hey, interesting conversation with Dusty on the Oil Stream. He was talking about he's gonna do a bracket of the whipping boys for the Edmonton Oilers management. Do you have one that you remember? Top player,
really bad.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really remember because I tried not to read the paper.
Okay. Because Jason Arnott's for forwards was top too.
I know, but
that was more media.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Yeah, that was they were poking the bear there, digging up stuff that wasn't. When I was in it, some of the media were looking at things and creating stories that just to get headlines. It was terrible.
And Arnott was the kind of guy. He was young. And from what I remember, Arnott didn't give a hoot about.
Oh no. He's an intimidating force too. Like he was 6'5", just shredded, 220, and kind of had that Pronger kind of, attitude. Don't mess with me, you loser. He was great though, man. I loved Arnie.
I loved Arnott. And they traded him. I was a little heartbroken, but I like Bill Guerin.
Yeah. No, it all worked out for both.
And Zeli Pukin.
I mean, Arnie scored the Stanley Cup winning
Stanley
goal.
Cup winner on that line with Patrick Elias and Peter Sikora.
Yeah.
What a line.
They were great.
Rip City Step. I don't believe Dusty grew up on a farm at all.
Yeah, I mean, I just, because like I played with a ton of hockey players, and a lot of them grew up on farms.
Yeah.
And these guys, they could skin an alligator and make boots, you know? Like Dusty.
Tango says Arnott was kind of a bust, wasn't he? I don't think he was a bust.
No, you would have to say him and Waite were a great duo, even on a terrible team for a long period of time.
He was good in Edmonton. He really took off in New Jersey.
Well, he was a good coming in, being a first. He was. That was back when Edmonton really, their first rounders, there was so much pressure for them to play and be difference makers at the NHL level. And he was like,
33 goals in his rookie year.
Yeah. He had a bomb, man. Like I remember because I was at his first, obviously he played that first year and he got drafted a year after me, but I still went to the rookie camp right after the draft that year. And I remember going on the ice the first time, and he came down and took a wrist shot. And I was like, holy smokes. A guy in junior shoots like that? It was just, he had one of those heavy, hard shots that really hurts. And then, 2 years later, I'm playing with him. I still have a scar on my, I can't remember which side it's on, but it's from him. He crashed the net and knocked my helmet off.
Yeah.
And somehow it looked really badass because I was cut. But it was like a wrestling cut.
Yeah.
It bled like crazy and I stayed in. I go, it doesn't really hurt, but I look really like I'm
You
tough.
look cool.
Maybe I'll get a start. Didn't happen.
Jason Arnott had 12 20-goal seasons, 3 30-goal seasons in Nashville in 2005, 2006. Nashville, people. No, sorry, in Dallas, same year. He had 76 points. That was his career high. And that's like over a decade into his career. Like this guy was a player, man.
Oh, yeah. He was great.
And in Edmonton, he scored 68 points, then 37, then 59, then 57. He scored 33 goals once, 28 goals the other time. Like this guy was a player, man. On teams that were coming off that dynasty era that weren't very good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was an NHL star. He went to a couple All-Star games too, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I love Jason Arnott, man. He had that thick gold chain. He looked so cool.
Mr. T
badass.
starter kit, yeah. He liked the speed too much though in the cars. Like I remember his first when he bought his car here, like it was a Dodge something truck that he had the governor taken out of. And I remember him going, I thought we were gonna die. Because we were driving, it was Smith Crossing on 23rd. That's when nothing else was there. Like I live out there now. It was all just fields. And I remember him going down in that, and we must have been going 140. And I go, Arnie, we're not going to make it. Like we're not going to play next game if we keep driving. Like it was just fast. And he had that Arctic Cat sled too that he drove way too fast on too. It was scary. Very scary.
Bone says Corson wasn't a good influence on Arnott. Well, I don't know.
No, of course. No.
Okay. He was there. He knows.
No. Of course was a unique individual. Really good team guy. Loved everyone, but he there was some selfishness, I would say, with Corse a little bit. But he was motivated to signing a big deal. And so I kind of it's fine. So you're going to get guys like that. But for the most part, Corse was worried about himself, but he'd also do anything to protect anyone else on the team. Like if anyone got messed with on the ice, regardless of who they were, Corse was the first one in there. And he was tough as nails.
Yeah. I remember Corse. He was great.
Jason, and hilarious too.
Jason and Leduc, Waite, Arnott, and Seager were one of the top scoring lines one year. Yeah.
Well, they were the only line that year. Of course.
Another beauty. Okay, Hernan's Road's coming up, but I do want to get to this. We're going to try to talk a little bit Oilers from time to time here. But yesterday we talked about, signing the 3 guys that are contracts are up after this year. Ekholm, Kulak and Wallman. It was a good discussion. Today I want to talk about two guys in the forward group. Both guys play in the top 6. Nuge, 32 years old. Hyman, 33 years old. Hyman's probably not starting the season, right? Because of the surgery he had on his wrist and all. Yeah. So Nuge last year had 49 points in 78 games. Hyman had 44 points in 73 games. Gage, I think we're past where like Nuge's 100 points was the outlier, right? Like Nuge is going to be a 40 to 50 point guy, maybe 60 going forward. Hyman, I don't think he's going to hit 50 or 40. I highly unlikely he'll hit 30 again. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Doesn't mean they're going to be bad players. But of these two guys, Joaquin, who do you see a drop off coming, and who do you? Or let's phrase it this way: who's more important to the team this upcoming year?
Zach Hyman.
Still Zach Hyman?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just because the way he plays, right, and still able to play.
Because Nuge is in every situation where Hyman is not, right? So, with similar age, I think they're going to be around that 40 to 50 point mark. Both guys play on the top power play. But for you, like if Nuge has a bad year, you can still survive, I think. If Hyman does, I don't think you can.
I'm going to let you in on. You want to peek behind the curtain here?
Sure.
You want to know this? Are you ready for this, though?
I'm ready.
You're hurt. I know. Is your body going to be able to handle what I'm going to put down right now? Nuge is going to be phased out of some of the responsibilities that he has with the team starting this year.
Okay.
So you might see him off that top unit.
For Ike?
For I don't know who that's going to be.
Okay, I like that.
But I don't think I think Ryan Nugent-Hopkins' ice time is going to be decreased this year.
Okay.
But I think that's a good thing.
So C-Run says Nuge is a multi-role player. Hyman will drop off faster. So I guess that's another way to phrase the question. Which of these players will drop off faster this year? You're going with Nuge, obviously.
I think it's the Nuge. I think Hyman's still... So I think Hyman's able to continue his style of play, but ask me this in 2 years, Nuge will still be his. If you looked on a graph, Nuge's is gradual, where it'll be I think over the next 2 years it'll be more of a steep decline with Hyman, just because that wear and tear, the way he battles and things like that.
Because he's naturally just like Hyman's a goal scorer. He throws hits. He's great on the forecheck.
And he's not a effortless skater.
Yeah, and Nuge is more like Nuge is not a big physical guy, right?
Yeah,
he doesn't crash the net as hard as Hyman does. I agree with you. I think that in a couple of years the decline that we're going to see drop kind of like that is going to be Hyman's, but I think the slow and steady one is going to be Nuge.
And I think the benefit of that is I think with just lowered minutes, lowered responsibilities, so Ryan Nugent-Hopkins can focus in different areas like the PK, right? Being a consistent shutdown third line center guy, like that really digs in. More like a Deneau. That's what I would like to see Ryan Nugent-Hopkins morph into with, and there's a threat of him still adding some offense. For Zach Hyman at his age, this might be a good thing that maybe he doesn't start the year. I know that it doesn't always work out for players being behind the 8 ball when they don't get the benefit of a full training camp. But again, we saw what happened with Evander Kane. He sat out a whole year and it looked like he didn't miss a step. And I think
that's a good point.
Just the way that Hyman plays allows him to be effective with that style without having the benefit of training camp, if that makes sense.
Like a blessing in disguise here for Zach Hyman that he might miss a month or a month and a half. Yeah,
who cares at that point, right? You shouldn't need Zach Hyman at the beginning of the season for the Oilers to make the playoffs.
No. Rip City Step says, Nuge looks young, but he's old. He can't be power play 1, PK 1, and top 6 forever. And I think you nailed it there. Like Nuge is at 32 years old, his role on the Edmonton Oilers might start shifting into a bottom 6 player.
I think so, man.
And that's not a knock.
No,
because he's no longer going to be a top point producer for this team. Okay, I think eventually you want other guys to play with Connor and Leon. And then if he's on your third line, that's not a bad thing, guys.
I think that's the best case scenario at that point. That's when you really get some of the value into that long-term deal where I know he's making 5.1, but you have a reliable third line center that's able to shut down a top line. A coach having the ability to now throw out a line that can not only sometimes contribute, but there's no hesitation putting them out there against the other team's top guys because they're going to shut them down and make them ineffective. So, for me, I mean, if I'm Noblaw, I'm having these discussions with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins this year of what I expect his role, although it's changing, and just let him know this is the direction of the team. Because look, you got some young guys coming in that I think that are going to be the future of this team. You have to give them the opportunities too. You
know who he's going to become? Adam Henrique. That's the kind of player. Where Adam Henrique was a top 6 guy. He produced. But now on the Oilers, he's a bottom 6 guy.
In a perfect world, I think you go down the middle. You have Connor McDavid, you have Leon Draisaitl, you have Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and you have Adam Henrique.
Yeah, that's not a problem. So it's interesting because 32 and 33 years old, I think the next 2 years for Hyman are like that's. I think we're going to see a drop off, likely after this year on Zach Hyman, just because he is older, the wear and tear on the body. I think Nuge is going to play till he's probably 40, just because of the style and maybe the role that's going to change for him as he gets older here. So do you agree?
After this year, Hyman has an 8-team trade list too, right?
Yeah. So, and it might be time to move on.
It might be time.
Get an asset for a guy that's kind of getting older.
Everyone would love Zach Hyman.
Oh, yeah. So for you, Nasties, let us know. River Korean Bucks, 780-218-9999, or on the Nasty Chat. Who will have the biggest drop-off between these two guys, Nuge or... And I don't want to phrase it like it's a negative thing, just in a drop-off the sense that maybe these guys have to switch their roles. And I think the way Gage talked about Nuge and the transition he might have to make here on the 17 Oilers team with more youth coming in is spot on. So let us know, what are your thoughts, Hyman or Nuge? Who's going to have the drop off this year in terms of their role and point production? Because they're both very, very similar. The Afternoon Inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Tap 25 Restaurant. 50% off the entire menu. It's 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. On the other side of the break, Hernan's World. Start thinking NHL Enforcers. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons.
The Elks are 2 days out of facing the Riders in Saskatchewan. Head coach Mark Hillam saying that after practice this morning, they have not yet named a starter for the game, with EST's very own Jason Millen reporting that Jake Serezna was taking first-team reps on the field. For the Argos, Nick Arbuckle gets a start Saturday against the Bombers, with Chad Kelly missing practice this morning. He participated yesterday. Meanwhile, the Jays and Yankees close out their 3-game series. Yankees winning last night, with Toronto holding first place in the AL East, up 3 games on New York, who sits second. 3 games are live right now. The Mets up 6-3 in the 8th over the Angels. Kansas City up 4-2 on the Cubs. Top of the 5th, while it's runless between St. Louis and Colorado in the 2nd. And the Riverhawks then rematch the Apple Sox. Edmonton suffering a 21-7 loss in their series opener last night. Catch the action on any of EST's audio streams with first pitch at 7:35. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. It's Hernan's World up next on this show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
Who didn't give you thank you? The person that you told about the tag?
The tag girls.
She didn't even say thank you
No.
about the tag?
No,
that one didn't either. It was just like, what's wrong with you kids? Bad manners. Anyways, there's.
I just want to know all of it. I want to know all of it. I know something. I'm just going to do this.
That's exactly how I feel too. This is a therapy session right now for Jazzy.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is
the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino.
Excitement? Bet on it. Yeah.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
.146. Welcome back to EST Afternoons live from the William Huff Studios. As it's moving week, a lot of stuff getting shipped off to the new studios. Really excited for that. We all have some tasks. I might paint, Joaquin. I might paint.
Paint what?
The walls.
Oh, I think Maddie's painting.
Is he?
He's like a young Picasso.
Hey, before we get to Hernan's role, Pat says Nuge as a third-line defensive specialist would be great for the organization, and Luke in Cowtown says Nuge would be the third-line center and power play 2 playmaker. Yeah, and that might happen. Those conversations might be happening. Let's get to Hernan's role, like always, for the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, fallen for flavor and fairways as the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club is open to the public with twilight golf specials that go easy on your wallet and wings so good they should be on a parade. Hit the course, crush some wings, and soak in the sunset. Visit egmgolf.com to book your round today.
Viva la raza! Latino Heat.
Did you ever play with Dennis Bomby?
No, did I?
It's his birthday today.
I know.
He's 52.
Yeah, same age, 73.
You know, he wasn't a big dude, but he could chuckle, man. He was a good scrapper.
There's certain guys that you hear about, big NHL tough guys, and a lot of them say, I didn't want to fight. Not Dennis. Dennis wanted to fight. He wanted to fight every tough guy to prove himself. And God, there's so many stories about Dennis. Because that first year when I went to Cape Breton, I believe he played in North Bay in the Ontario League, and he was basically on a tryout. And look, Dennis wasn't the fleetest of foot and best hockey player, right? But I got it hand. No one worked harder than him.
Yeah,
like he was out there working on his skating, stick handling. But man, did this guy love to fight, and he caught a lot of guys off guard at first because he wasn't tall. I think he was probably about 6 foot, you know?
What does it say here? 5'11".
Yeah. So, but Dennis, we always made fun of Dennis because, you know, when you look at old boxing, like black and white pictures of boxers, he had like a 50s heavyweight boxer body, like big blocky guy and just like big, huge hands. One of the best one of the best fights with Dennis was when he fought Probert the first time. And he lined up next to Proby and he said, Proby, you're going to either make me or break me. And I think it was preseason and Proby obliged. And it was probably a 2.5 minute fight.
Oh.
They went from one end of the ice to the other.
That's
It was just, and it was in Chicago too. It just went nuts for this fight. And you know, like I was up a bit and he would get called up. He'd stay with me and stuff because we were friends and we would have beers and just have laughs. And like, it was funny because I was with the team a little bit more. And we were talking about fan favorites, right?
Yeah.
So we would go grab something to eat, and I was an afterthought. As soon as people saw Dennis, everyone was all over him, and he was the best guy, man. Just hilarious.
Yeah. So in honor of Dennis, I remember Dennis Baumby. I remember him fighting. Like I said, not the biggest guy, but man, he could throw him, and he'd stand there with anyone. If we had to build kind of a Mount Rushmore of the best enforcers in NHL history, who would be on there, Joaquin? Let's do this together.
So how many? Four?
Semenko, sorry. Dave Semenko.
You got Semenko. It's funny because there's a lot of oil. You go Brown.
Dave Brown was a killer.
Probert. Probably either Kosher or, I mean, there's that fourth spot. It's almost you're not going to make a mistake.
George Larocque?
Chase. No, not George.
George was the champ, though, when he played, man. No one can beat him.
Yeah, I know. But George didn't he punched people, but he didn't want to, like, he didn't, like, when you fought Dennis, when he punched you, he was aiming for the back of your head. Yeah. Right? He wasn't just.
And you're right. Edmonton's had a lot of good, Steve McIntyre, George Larocque, Dave Brown, Dave Semenko.
Gazdic.
Luke Gazdic.
Gazdic changed, I want to say, Gazdic changed Lucic's, the way he played for a certain amount of months. It was at the end of the game, and Luch didn't need to do this, but Gaz was chasing him all over the place, and Gazdic, I was at the game, and he buckled him big time. I remember because Luch had to grab him to stay up because the legs went wobbly, and he wasn't the same fighter for a long period of time after that.
How about Ty Domi? Smaller guy, but man, he would fight everybody.
I mean, he had a lot of what they call in the biz ring presence. Yeah, I think right when he was that rematch with Probert, like, and he was going the belt and stuff like that. He was tough as nails too. But I mean, you could put him on there for sure. But I'm just thinking of real killers like that. That were really scary individuals.
I'll give you two more names: Craig Berube and Stu Grimson.
Yeah, the Grim Reaper was scary too, just because the name. I mean, but I remember seeing Chase out there, and back then, the real tough guys, they didn't wear normal chin straps.
Yeah,
they wore leather straps, and I'm just like, that was just the most intimidating thing I ever thought about. One of the funniest things. One time in the minors, Tyler Wright. Remember Tyler Wright?
Oh, yeah.
He put leather straps on it. I think it was just for practice, but it was the funniest thing because he was pretending to be a tough guy. No, I think you go Chase. Probert, Kelly Chase.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's go in order here. Semenko for sure.
Semenko. Brown was a killer. Probert, and Kelly Chase. Kelly Chase?
You'd put Kelly Chase on there? What about Tony Twist?
Well, maybe Tony Twist. That's who I'm thinking of. Sorry. Tony Twist.
Okay, a few other names. Donald Brashear, Derek, Bugard?
The Boogeyman.
Chris Nyland, Dave Schultz, Marty McSorley, Terry O'Reilly, Rob Ray.
I mean, Marty played for the Oilers too. Like, it's crazy how many tough guys.
I'm surprised you don't want to go with George, man, because George was the heavyweight champ when he played.
I would fight George on that.
You're just saying he was a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But George was ridiculously strong, and he was a lefty. So there was an advantage there. His height, everything. The guy weighed, what, 280, they said 260. That was 285, easily. But like George, he was my roommate for when he could barely speak a lick of English. And he would always want to wrestle and stuff. And I knew if you could just get one in on George, you'd be okay, right? And I think if you hit these other guys, they just smile back at you. So there's just a few guys. Like I would if I had the choice, and I hate to say this because if he ever hears this, it'll boost his confidence a lot. But I would fight George Larocque before I fought Sean Brown.
Oh wow,
Brownie hit to hurt.
Yeah,
and he was technically he was perfect when he fought guys.
Gino Ojic.
Ooh, Gino was scary too.
Because he was just a mess.
Oh, he's a mess, right?
Man, are we being homers for going with Semenko and Dave Brown?
No, because I go on the stories too, right? Like,
because Semenko around the league was known as the toughest guy, right?
Well, yeah. He almost knocked out Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Oh man, this is a good conversation. I wouldn't put Chara on there. C-Run said Chara. Chara was just big.
You got to look at the times too.
Yeah.
There were just way more of those guys back then. The absolute killers that you were scared of. I remember when Bucky hit Gretz in Edmonton when he played for the St. Louis Blues. That's when Bucky, I remember, because I think he got kicked out or something. And he was just like, oh, God, I'm going to have to fight Twister next game. And it was like 2 weeks later. And he had to, and he went, and it was like a guy walking through the gallows. And Bucky just, okay, Twister, here we go.
Beat me up.
Yeah.
Joey Koser.
That's
Speaking of a guy that wasn't big, but man, scary.
I mean, Bucky tells a great story about Probert. And he fought Proby, and then like Proby kind of had his way with him, and did he tell? He told this story.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, that he was he's at the bar, and he all of a sudden there's a beer, and he give it to someone bought you this. He looked over his Proby, and then they ended up having a great night. And Proby goes, he came over, and goes, Bucky, I'm tired of beating you up. That's enough.
Okay, so to round it out, it's either Kelly Chase, Tony Twist, or Joey Koser.
Twist.
Yeah. So EST afternoons, Mount Rushmore for top NHL enforcers: Dave Semenko, Dave Brown. I still remember when he beat the snot out of Jim Kite.
Oh.
Bob Probert, one of my favorites, and Bob Probert could play, man.
How many times did he score 20 goals?
A lot. Yeah. And Tony Twist, who was just crazy, man. He was good. Tim Hunter.
I mean, they were really tough guys, but not like those guys. Those guys were. They made you think about doing something towards the other team's top players.
Yeah.
Right?
Like you were scared.
You were scared. Even if you accidentally hit someone, you were like, oh my gosh. Because as soon as something happened, like Twister would be up on the bench and go, you're dead. Your family's dead. Your children are dead. Like that kind of stuff, right?
That's crazy. That was Hernan's Road. Send us your Mount Rushmore of top NHL enforcers to the River Cree Box 780-218-9999 or hit us up on the good old Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. Hernan's Road was brought to you by the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club. Hit them up at egmgolf.com to book your round today. All right, coming up in hour 2 inside the numbers, we'll head to Regina. And we'll continue the Oilers and Enforcers talk here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break.
The Lock Shop.
Saw this on Hoffman. This is from Brian Swain, local guy who puts out some good numbers on stuff. Jeff Hoffman has allowed 23 earned runs this season. 1 via wild pitch, 2 via singles, 4 via doubles, 16 via the home run. So when he misses, he misses. And outside that, he's pretty good. But 16 earned runs this year via home run.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Alberta's biggest sprint car race is back and bigger than ever. The Alberta Extreme Sprints are set to unleash their power at Rad Torque Raceway for the Extreme Cup August 1st and 2nd. See the best sprint car drivers in the province battle it out for the richest purse of the season, as well as 600 sprints, hobby stocks, mini stocks, late models, and Alberta Outlaw Modifieds. The Extreme Cup, where speed meets chaos. August 1st and 2nd at Rad Torque Raceway, just west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport. Tickets and info at radraceway.com.
Win a trip to Osheaga with the Banquet in Aperol. We're sending one lucky guest to Montreal with flights, hotel, and 2 tickets to one of Canada's hottest music festivals. Enter by July 26. Details in store or on the Banquet app. Get real. Play hard.
You know Dawn. Everyone knows Dawn. Dawn from
Frontier Cartage. That's right, it's me, Dawn from Frontier Cartage, where we're setting the standard for cartage service in Edmonton and beyond, offering city cartage, Alberta highway, short haul deck, and more. My team and I are bringing our years of industry experience and expertise to every mile.
Join Dawn and her boys in a new chapter in transportation excellence, dedicated to exceptional service. Call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
After practice this morning, Elks head coach Mark Hillam said that they haven't decided a starter for Friday's game against the Riders, having EST's own Jay Milton reporting that Jake Serezna took first-team reps for the Elks. In Toronto, Nick Arbuckle will start against the Bombers on Saturday. Chad Kelly missing practice this morning. Kelly was at practice yesterday. And in baseball, Toronto and New York close out their 3-game series. Toronto taking Game 1, Yankees winning 5-4 in Game 2 with Chris Bassett getting the ball for Toronto with first pitch at 5:07. And there's 5 games wrapped up, 4 games live. Brewers up 2-zip on the Mariners in the second, while the Rockies control the Cards 4-0 in the third as the Royals hold the Cubs 8-2 in the 6th inning. Meanwhile, the Riverhawks are on the road in Wenatchee to play Game 2 against the Apple Sox. Tune into the action on any of EST's audio streams. Coverage starts just after 7:30. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Hey, it's hour 2 here on EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Fun first hour, talking NHL enforcers, Nuge or Hyman, who will drop off quicker. We talked a little bit of Elks. We talked about Hernan's hip problems. It's been fun. At least I think it's been fun. If you think it's been fun, slam that thumbs up. Hey, if you're listening, iHeart, TuneIn Radio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. So let's just slide on over and give us a thumb. Give us a good old thumbs up. Hit us up on the River Cree box, 780-218-9999, or on the Nasty Chat portions of this hour. Brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. 2 new wing flavors just dropped at the CBH for a limited time. 50-yard barbecue versus cherry cola. Which one scores big with your taste buds? Try them anytime or for 69 cents on Wing Wednesdays. Canadian Brewhouse, our house is your house. C-Run says, Nuge is 3-0. He is. Who'd he beat up? Was it James Neal won?
Was it?
Yeah. Wasn't it James Neal when he was in Calgary? No, Sean Monahan.
Monahan.
Yeah, and then he fought.
Who was from the Kings? The defenseman. The big guy, wasn't he?
Thursday? No.
Someone will say it.
Yeah, who are the three guys Nuge has taken on here?
Pierre Lucifer Dubois. I'm pretty tough.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
How about Dave Manson? I think Dave Manson was more scary. He's really scary.
If we get to 75 thumbs, I'll tell you my Dave Manson story.
Oh, let's go. Steve McIntyre was tough, man.
You see the size of that
man?
Yeah. It's like Cass was a killer.
Look, our boy Matty Cass. Yeah, he'd fight some big boys.
Yeah, you see him in skates and that. Like, you imagine.
Yeah,
that's another guy I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't fight Cass.
Krager on the inbox says the Grim Reaper. Stu Grimson. Pat says Bugard hurt people. Yeah, he did. Poop Stain says I was at the game too where Gaz fought Lucic. Gager, did you play with Wild Thing Mitch Shawara in Prince Albert? Another guy that was smaller, but if I remember right, he could scrap.
Mitch Shawara. Yeah, I did. He was kind of wild. I also played with a local Ryan Bast, the Beast. That guy was funny, man. He was just, I think one time he Sharpied a goatee on his face.
Justin Hall from Toronto, the Nuge.
Oh,
he fed him.
He fed Hall. That's he got him kicked out of Toronto after that fight.
So it was Sean Monahan. It was Justin Hall. Who was the other one? He's fought 3 times, and I think you're right. It was, or was it? People are saying damn Ham Hughes.
Oh, he fought Ham Hughes too. He's 4-0.
Who?
Hinestroza. Ham Hughes.
Yeah. Okay. So Penner's Pancakes is right because he said he also fought Ham Hughes and Hinestroza, and that's what Reed just told us. Yeah. Okay. So he's 4-0.
It must be when he was an amateur. Before he turned pro.
Okay, before we get to Inside the Numbers, it's time for Who Dis? Episode number 2. Okay, we're going to post a graphic, and I'll say it for the people just listening. I'm giving you time. Get your phones out, 780-218-9999. You have to guess who this player is, okay? Here we go. Tampa Bay, Toronto, then to the Rangers, then to the Oilers, then to the Penguins, and finished off with the Red Wings. Any idea, Joaquin?
Okay, we got the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yes.
Then we're going to Toronto, Rangers, Oilers, Pittsburgh, Detroit. Starts in Tampa. God, that's a tough one, man.
So text in 780-218-9999. Who dis? 6 stops along this player's journey in the NHL. Let us know. We'll timestamp it. The first person with the correct answer gets 2 points, and we'll tie Mex Bezuzu for the season lead. Unless it's Mex Bezuzu.
That's a good one, man.
Okay. I like it.
I got to think about it now.
It's a good one. It's an absolutely fantastic one. Let's get to Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place. With easy access to real money games, you can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. You know what, Joaquin? We've been talking a lot. Keep those guesses coming. Remember, only on the inbox because we got to timestamp it. Is it going to be Cody Fajardo? Is it going to be Tre Ford? We'll find out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay? Official. Mm-hmm. For me, it is important. I mean, I think whoever's in there has to produce, has to sustain drives of 8-9 plays, keep the defense off the field. But it won't matter who's behind center if the defense doesn't improve. I'm going to read you some stuff, okay?
I'm ready.
The Elks defense is last in points allowed, 34 points a game. They're last in net offense gains, 443.6 yards per game. Yards per play, they're last The opposition is gaining 7.65 yards per game.
Really?
Yeah. Opponent rush yards, they're second last. They allow 118.6 rushing yards a game. They're last in pass against the pass. They allow 330 yards a game. They're last in a opposition completion rate. They're allowing the completion rate on the Edmonton Elks passing is 78.9. Opposition TDs, they're last. They've given up 13. Opposition pass efficiency, they're last at 131.0. Yards after catch, they're last. Okay?
I get where you're going with this.
Give you more.
No, you don't have to.
Opposition time of possession, they're last. They allow 33.40 seconds of time of possession. They're last in sacks. You know how many sacks they have?
2.
3. They're last in pass knockdowns with 10. They're last in forced fumbles with 0. They're last in interceptions with 1.
Really?
Yeah, and that's coming from Jake Serezna.
Oh, jeez.
And they're last in fumble recoveries with 1. Second last. So, listen, I think there's far too much talent on this defense. They brought the 3/4 of the O-line from the Grey Cup champs. One of them's hurt. Another guy's it sounds like Jake Serezna's going to play. You need more from that front 4. You can't be sitting at 3 sacks, and I think only 2 of those have come from your linemen.
No.
You have one of the best, for me, you have one of the best linebacking cores in the league with Niles Morgan, Nick Anderson, and now Shaylin Garnes. They have to be better. The secondary is where I'm a little blown back because you brought in Tre Ford, you brought in Kobe Williams, you brought in Royce Metier. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you have no picks. You're last in knockdowns. I just think there's far too much. These players are good, Joaquin. They're not rookies. A lot of these guys have had success in the CFL and have won. Now, is it all on coaching? I don't think so. You got a guy that's coaching for the first time as a defensive coordinator in J.C. Sherrod, but a guy that played the game, a guy that was an all-star, a guy that was great. Gager, they can't be this bad.
So Cass was on, obviously on Two Guys with us, and we were talking about coaching and just obviously in hockey, but really with coaching, 5 to 10%, right?
Okay.
This is what, and I think that translates to football as well. Maybe a little bit more because it's so static with football. There's not as much flow. Like it's just play to play, right? Yeah. Selecting the plays. So maybe a little bit more on the football side. But saying that, what did Nick Anderson say yesterday? He must have. I'm sure if I went back and re-listened, it was 5 times he mentioned execution.
Yeah,
and they're just not doing that. And when you read out those types of numbers and all those different categories, what's the comment? Last. There is 0 execution on the defensive side of the ball with the Edmonton Elks this year. And not good enough to win, obviously not good enough to win games.
Yeah.
You're looking for a spark somewhere. And I remember when we were talking and you were laying out these names, the prior success in different organizations and how they were doing and what was the common theme. They were all winners. That's what you want. You want winners to come in. And it's baffling that they are last in all of these categories. And I really thought that the defense was going to help the progression of Tre Ford the most, where they were going to be able to get out there, get stops, get the ball back in Tre Ford's hands. If he started the season kind of like this one, where at least he's getting way more reps and more experience instead of being having to go in there and chasing a game all the time. Right?
That's what I mean.
So. And I don't know, man. I don't know what the answer is. Is it one game? Is it one play that turns this thing around?
It's got to start somewhere. And what a lot of people are saying on the Nasty Chat, the good thing is the only way is up here, right?
Oh yeah, I guess.
But the concerning part, this isn't a 2-game sample. This is 5 games, Joaquin. 5 games.
Is this the team?
It's weird for me because I find, because I know a lot of people are questioning the talent and who Ed Hervey brought in, but I look at all these names and they're all good players, man. Some are great. At least they've been in their previous stops. Someone asked the other day, is Niles Morgan taking a step back?
Well, at least we know it wasn't you.
That's a positive. Yeah, I guess. Oh, man. I'm just so I'm blown away by the defensive number. I thought the defense was going to be kind of the early on in the
solidifying factor.
Let the offense find their groove, but it's almost the opposite because at least the offense has shown some good moments. Not enough for sure. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know what they do. I think coaching's a big one because they're the ones like JC Sherritt's the one calling the plays. Is he calling the right plays? There's so much here, right? It's a young group of coordinators. I mean, Aaron Grimes is in his first year. Again, I'm not saying it's all in coaching. The players have to execute like Nick Anderson. Yeah, he goes, we have to tackle. We have to get off the field on second down. You know, he goes, it doesn't matter what the coaches call if we can't execute what they're calling, right? So it's going to be Friday's a big game, man. We keep saying, I think until the rest of the year, we're going to be like, it's a must win until they string together 2-3 wins, guys. Like it's frustrating. And I know the big question is that the quarterback, and it's the most important position in football, but it won't matter if this defense can improve. It will not matter.
No.
It will not matter because you're still giving up too many yards rushing, too many yards passing. You're not turning the ball over. You're not getting pressure. So they got to find a way here. They got to find a way for the defense to get stops. The offense has got to roll. I'll be honest, I can't wait till tomorrow because we're going to know who the starter is. And we can finally break it down and see what's going to happen. But it's going to be definitely an interesting time in green and gold. Like I said, they'll do a cool walkthrough tomorrow morning. Then they'll fly out the quick flight to Regina. And then Friday, let's go. I mean, you're playing a quarterback that's completion percentages through the roof. I think 9 straight games, over 70%. He's been fantastic.
Well, like they have to get him out. You can't allow Harris to get into a rhythm, right? So, like, this is where, and who was it here? Someone in the nasty chat said it. And I kind of agree. Like we said 10%
or like that
for coaching hockey, but I would say it's maybe a little bit higher in football. They have to start developing schemes of attack to take Trevor Harris out of his rhythm, because once we've seen it all year so far this season. Once he's on, he's just dissecting defenses.
Yeah, and not only that, Joaquin, it looks like they're getting MLS back, who's their top receiver. Willette's been an absolute wrecking ball from the back.
Little ball of hate.
Yeah, so it's not going to be easy. Our next guest, Barney Shynkaruk from Sportscage, will join us. I want to get his thoughts. I wonder who Riderville prefers. Tre Ford, who's had some success in Regina in the last couple seasons, or former rider Cody Fajardo, who, since he's left, Joaquin, hasn't played the Riders.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Injury, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be intriguing. Is this a trap game like we use in the NHL?
If he does play, does he get a tribute on the Jumbotron?
Highly unlikely. All right. Hey, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out some shows. Steve Earle and Reckless Kelly on July 25th. And as we head into August, check out the Bay City Rollers on August 7th. All you got to do for tickets is go to rivercreeresort.com or hit up the River Cree box office. We head to Regina next here on EST Afternoons. Here's Coob with your sports update.
EST's own Jason Milne reported that Jake Serezna of the Elks was taking first-team reps at practice this morning. Head coach Mark Hillam mentioning that they haven't picked a starter just yet for Friday's game in Saskatchewan. Out east, Chad Kelly of the Argos missed practice today. He participated yesterday and he hasn't seen any action since suffering a severe leg injury in the East Division final last season. This means Nick Arbuckle starts for Toronto as they battle the Bombers on Saturday, and it's a rubber match between the Jays and Yankees as they close out their 3-game series. Jays winning 4-1 in the opener, losing 5-4 to the Yanks last night in Game 2. Toronto holding first in the AL East, up 3 games on New York. First pitch for the game tonight goes at 5:07. Chris Bassett takes him out for the Jays. There's some action underway. 5 games live right now. D-backs up 1-0 over the Astros midway through the 3rd inning. Rockies holding the Cardinals 4-0 in the top of the 5th, while the Royals have an 8-3 lead on the Cubs in the 8th inning. For the Riverhawks, they look to bounce back against the Apple Sox. First pitch at 7:35. Tune into the action on any of EST's audio streams. Up next, we head to Saskatchewan to talk some Riders. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Head coach of the Edmonton Elks, it is Mark Killam checking in. What will ultimately lead to your decision for a starter on Friday?
We encouraged healthy competition with everybody on the roster. We've asked the guys to practice at a high level and compete with urgency, compete with energy, and that's what we've had. And we've had a couple really good days of practice. We're not there yet. We have to have one more and let the chips fall where they do.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Tonight on Will It Store? 1 man, 6 bikes, and all the winter decorations still boxed up in the garage. Don't be that guy. Make space for summer with Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Everyone knows when you need a truck now, you call Dawn.
That's right. You call us, Frontier Cartage, when you need driver coverage or have a truck that's down.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you've got way more freight to move than you thought.
You call Dawn from Frontier Cartage.
When you need a truck that's available and ready to start anytime you need.
You call Dawn at Frontier Cartage, 587-222-5826. 587-222-5826.
2:22 EST afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, producer Zach Kubish in the house. We were just saying bye to our good buddy and boss man Dustin Nielsen as he makes his trek to Calgary. Call Al's Stamps, and then he's going camping. We're all a little scared for him. He's not much of a camper, but we're going to continue the CFL conversation. Of course, here in Edmonton, we await word on who will be behind center. We'll get that news tomorrow. Cody Fajardo or Tre Ford as they take on the 5-1 Riders who are rolling right now. And we're very pleased to welcome in Barney Shynkaruk from the Sportscage out in Regina. Barney, how you doing today?
How's everything going there? Yeah, Dusty going camping, eh?
Yeah, it's a little scary. We fear for him.
Yeah. No, it's good here. The only thing is, I know there's a little bit of panic setting in with some people as we sit on a Wednesday because it's smoky.
Oh,
we all know,
okay.
We all know what happened, a couple weeks ago with the smoke in Regina. So from all accounts, it's supposed to move out tomorrow and into Friday.
Okay.
But that's kind of been one of the topics that a lot of people are talking about today.
Yeah, we had that issue a few years ago here in Edmonton with the Elks. Yeah. It was always smoky, but hopefully everything...
Is that just the play of Trevor Harris?
Yeah, you know what? Like that guy's buzzing. He's when he gets a clean pocket, and in times he doesn't even get a clean pocket. Like you guys were talking about it, and you guys see it, right? He gets rid of the ball so quick, and playing in the league that long, being a quarterback that long, like he can dissect a defense just with his, his look offs and then where he's going to go. And it seems, you guys talked about the receiving and MLS come back last week. It just seems that every week there's another guy that's emerging, and Dante Myers is a guy that we saw last year here a bunch, and people were really high on him, and then he got injured. So coming into camp this year, it was, what's Dante Myers going to be all about? And then Joe Robustelli is another guy that has played so good and seems like he can be the deep threat for Harris right now. But Joaquin, like you said, like Harris is he's a smoke show, if you want to call him that.
Barney, the big news here in Edmonton is Fajardo and Tre have been splitting reps. Yeah. We'll find out tomorrow. It'll be official once the depth charts are out. What's Riderville feeling here on who they want to face? Because Tre's had some success in Regina. He's gone in there, I think, twice and played pretty damn well and picked up a couple of wins. And then Cody Fajardo, the former Rider, who has yet to play them since he left. Is there a preference on who Riderville wants to see behind center for the green and gold?
It's funny because that's kind of one of the polls I'm going to have tomorrow on the show is who do people want to see. And just from this week, people are more, I think, questioning why the Elks haven't said who's starting. Yeah. And I know they're playing things close to their chest vest region, but personally for me, I'd like to see Cody coming back, let him play. I think he'll get a great welcome from Rider Nation. He was a good guy, just community, what he did. But I think what I want to see is Cody. What I think is they're going to play Tre. So, people here, I wouldn't say they prefer one over the other maybe as much. And I don't want to put words in people's mouths, but I think Tre can be slippery, like you said. And when you have a quarterback like that can kind of schoolyard football it up here and there and get guys open, maybe a little bit worrisome, but at the same time, what they did last year when they came in here and what some people were calling a trap game and they beat the Riders. Coach Mace said this week, he's like, I'm not using trap game because it's professional football. And he's like, we're going to be ready to play. And we had Philip Daniels on our show on Monday, defensive line coach. And he said, that will not happen again. What happened, last year. So long-winded answer to, I don't know if people prefer one or the other.
Yeah.
Throw the best at them and let's see what happens.
Another weapon, I guess, that the Riders have in their arsenal is the play of AJ Ouellette. I love watching this guy. He runs with hate. Sits third in total rushing yards this year. What can you tell us about his season so far?
Yeah, he's the man, right? And it's like you said, he runs. So I call it violently in everything he does, and it's almost like, hey, is there a point where load management can kick in here like basketball? Because he just wants to hit. And last week with Kadeem Carey going down, that's what the buzz was in Saskatchewan for our show, especially Monday, Tuesday. It's like, what's going to happen now? Who are we going to add? Because we need a running back because Thomas Bertrand Houdon is on the 6th game and he doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. So it was like, who are we going to add behind AJ? And then they added Mario Anderson, which was released yesterday. A lot of people were throwing out, Walter Fletcher. And I thought maybe Frankie Hickson would come back, but I don't know if there was a bad departure this year when they had to let him go. So Mario Anderson will be in. He'll probably spell AJ a bit. The other thing too, Joaquin, is, and there's the people that watch the game and they're like the stat nerd kind of. Yeah. They're really. I love gambling on it and I love watching the game because I still coach it. The thing that you can watch about AJ is how smart he is in blocking. And how he can protect Trevor and the different things he does besides running the ball. And I think that's something that Kadeem was doing for the Riders as well when he was in. So AJ is kind of, the straw that stirs the drink. But when we played Calgary 2 weeks ago, he has 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Like Calgary did a masterful job there of shutting that down. Like if you would have taken the over under, if there was a prop bet out there that AJ Ouellette wasn't going to get over 10 yards, I think they would have called you a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
But then last week he gets back going in BC. So it starts with the running game. If they can get some yards on first down, and then it's, Trevor Harris does his thing.
Barney, on the other side of the ball, Sask is pretty good defensively, kind of middle of the pack in a lot of the defensive categories. I look at one, though, they have 8 interceptions so far on the season, but they gave up the second most yards through the air. The only team they're ahead of is the Edmonton Elks. What can you tell us about that secondary? Because, their ball hawks are taking the ball away, but they are giving up a lot.
Yeah. You see over my head, right? I'm a pretty hardcore Patriots fan from back in the day, and it was frustrating watching that team when they were in their heyday. But it was like the bend but don't break, and they played a zone, and that's what the Riders are doing. They're playing a lot of zone, and quarterbacks are taking advantage of that. And there is some stuff that's open, so they have given up a ton of yards while playing that zone. And then what Coach Mason, what they will say is, we can play the zone, but we got to get pressure from the zone. And that didn't happen all that well in Calgary because Calgary out-physicaled them. That was the buzzword last week. So, they're giving up yards. I really like Tavon Campbell, guys. He's a Regina guy, NFL experience. He didn't play in the Calgary game, but that guy, in BC, when you watch it on TV, you don't get a sense of how he's playing as much. But there's something about him that he's almost got a bait that he'll bait the quarterbacks in, and then he shoots out of a cannon because he is so fast. But Marcus Sales back there as well, just a veteran playing well. Jameer Thurman on the defensive side of the ball was in a walking boot yesterday, so I don't expect him to play. But yeah, they're giving up a lot of yards, but it's almost, I'm trying to tell myself anyway and tell people, I think it's the bend but don't break mentality.
No. Barney, the last week beat the wheel. The Riders beat the wheels off the BC line. So let's face it. There was that game was never in jeopardy. Now you've got a limping Elks team coming in. Is there any worry that that you might be taking this team a little bit lightly, or is this a real focused team on becoming the best team in the West here?
Yeah, and that's a really good point. And going back to that, where last year they came in and won, and no one expected them to win. And so what Coach Mace has said on the show, and even Phil Daniel said on Monday is like, there's no one we're taking lightly. And you played pro sports, you get it. That's obviously well in the media and all that. But a lot of times, it's a long season and there's going to be lulls in it. But I think maybe the lull was Calgary and how they did, out physical them on the lines and all that. So Edmonton, you guys watch it closer than I do. I think everyone's probably a little surprised that how they look. They're a new team, a lot of changes there. It doesn't seem like it's the coach. The coaching is definitely not the issue. So I can't see the Riders taking anything lightly when it comes to the Elks this weekend. The only thing is, though, as of right now, they're probably preparing for 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's the big one. But it's all going to be put to rest tomorrow around, we're hoping around 11 a.m. when we know who gets the start.
Could you guys see them, flip-flopping maybe a bit though too?
I was thinking of that when I asked you the question about is there a preference in Riderville, and I could see them going forward and on a short leash here. And if he's not going in the first 2-3 drives, they'll mix in Fajardo. They did it one game, but it was very weird, Barney, because Ford was playing actually really well in that game.
Yeah,
and then they threw in Fajardo for a few snaps, and we're all like, why? And last game they didn't do it, and they went to Fajardo pretty late. I think there was 4 minutes left. So, If I was a betting man, I think you're going to see both guys on Friday. I don't know who's going to play more, but it's going to be definitely an interesting decision that's going to come down.
Barney,
tomorrow.
it's most likely like me in my professional career. I'm on janitor's keys with the coach. If Ford goes in there and doesn't do anything, snap back and we'll see Fajardo.
No, it's. I think they'll prepare for both. Tre obviously is a little more slippery. Back there, can make things happen. But Cody is a veteran. The emotional coming back to Regina and Riderville. There's something there as well. So it'll be interesting.
Do the fans still love Cody Fajardo? Because I know it didn't end perfectly, right? There was some things said both ways. But how do you think the reaction would be if Cody did get to start?
I think he would have a warm welcome.
Okay.
I think in Riderville, and it's been I guess long enough now. Our last 10 years of life with COVID in there, everything's a blur. It's just like, what year is it? What happened? But I think he would get a warm welcome. He was a great guy. He was great in the community. He seems like a really good guy. I don't know him. I've never talked to him, so I think he'd get a warm welcome.
That's awesome. Barney, this has been great. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Where can people catch your work? I know you got a show coming up here.
3 to 6 on 620 CKRM is the radio station. Then, of course, we're on YouTube as well through sportscage.com and all the apps as well. I'm not on today, but back tomorrow. And anything Riders, that's the place to go, 3 to 6.
Perfect, Barney. Enjoy the game Friday, and I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Right on. See you, boys.
All right. Barney Shynkaruk from Sportscage. You heard it there from 3 to 6. He will not be on today, but will make his return tomorrow. And they're all over the Riders there. It's great. I love the post-game shows in Regina. They're great, especially when they lose. It's hilarious. It's like the Oilers when they lose a game here. It's the same thing. So I
like when the Holt boys go home and somehow they're found on camera each time.
Always
with
they're legends.
Yeah, I know. There's a couple Poho thrusts with Eric when he gets on.
Oh yeah. Eric doesn't mess around. A little scary about the smoke. Hopefully there's no delay. It seems like they've had a lot of issues there. Edmonton had it like my second year with the Elks. We had a lot of scares here in Edmonton with the smoke, but we were always able to play. I think we played in Calgary once and both teams got in trouble because it was really close and they went ahead and played. And
you got to say, with all this rain, it hasn't been as smoky this summer.
But there was one day, though, it was maybe 2 days ago or on Monday. It was pretty smoky.
In the morning, I came out and I was like, geez, is Hernan around?
Can we put up the who dis? We got a lot of correct answers, but I just want to show it one more time for all our wonderful viewers. And for our listeners, I'll say the teams, but we do have a winner. A lot of you were correct, but again, this is based on the speed of your text because we got to timestamp it. So the player is Tampa Bay Lightning to the Toronto Maple Leafs, to the New York Rangers, to the Edmonton Oilers, to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and then to the Detroit Red Wings. We'll give you the name of said player in the final segment, and our winner.
Do you give hints?
No.
Oh.
I mean, if it's like, say we're 3 segments in and no one can get it, then we'll throw some hints, but it's I mean, the teams is enough.
Okay,
yeah. I had a really good one, but I forgot to send it to Coob, and it was a lot of teams, so I didn't want to. He didn't have the time, so I switched gears here, and and this player kind of ties in a lot into what Dusty was talking about as well. All right. Up next, we'll close it out here on EST Afternoons. Get to this day in sports history and all that fun stuff. As usual, we'll give you the who dis player and who won, and we'll join Max Pazuzu with 2 points as at the end of August, Gage and I will have a gift for said winner of who dis. It'll be every second day, so every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I have another idea. I want to pass it by you in the next segment, see if we can do something here fun in the summer.
Can't wait.
We're back after the break. Here's Coob Sports Update.
Elks face the Riders Friday with EST's very own Jason Milne at practice this morning, reporting that both David Beard and Jake Seresna took first-team reps, while J.J. Ross looks to replace the injured Devondrick Bynum to make his first career start. Head coach Mark Killam adding that the team has yet to name a starter. Well, for the Argos, Nick Arbuckle gets a start Saturday against the Bombers. Chad Kelly missing practice this morning, and down south, the Titans have moved Will Levis on the injured reserve after he underwent season-ending shoulder surgery. Elsewhere, the Jays and Yankees close out their 3-game series. Yankees winning 5-4 last night. Toronto still holding first in the AL East, up 3 games on New York, who sits second place. And 5 games are wrapped up. 5 games live in baseball. Cubs down 8-4 to the Royals in the 8th inning. D-backs up 1-0 on the Astros in the 4th, while the Dodgers have the 1-0 lead on the Twins in the 2nd. And the Riverhawks, they also play. Catch the action on any of EST's audio streams with first pitch at 7:30. Well, in the WNBA, there's just 1 game on tap. Atlanta visiting Phoenix for 8 o'clock tip-off. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. The show wraps up on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Avocado and feta dip, passion fruit cheesecake, and cocktails that taste like summer in a glass. Try the new feature menu at The Banquet. Refreshing, craveable, and made for sunny days. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Summer in Edmonton means 3 things: warm weather, long nights, and plenty of sports. From the lake to the links, you can boost your summer fun with hundreds of casino games, live betting on your favorite sports teams, and access to popular lotteries. All in one app, anywhere in the province. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 or more with promo code YAG50 to claim a $50 free bet. That's promo code YAG50 for a $50 free bet on us. Redeemable once per Play Alberta account. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss award-winning platinum country artist Jake Owen at the River Cree Resort and Casino, August 15th. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
It's 2:42, final segment here on EST Afternoons. Slam that thumbs up. Let's get to 50 at least. We're stuck at 47. Even though Phyllis from WST is trying to help us get thumbs up. No one's listening. Let's go.
Then I realized I wasn't wearing my headphones. I can't hear him.
Nasty chat. In the afternoon inbox, like always, presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to check out their happy hour? You should. It's 5.25 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's 780-218-9999. The River Cree inbox. I really enjoyed Barney. He was good.
Really good.
Really good, dude. Really good, dude. Interesting game coming up.
What game?
The Elks. That damn smoke needs to go away. Damn smoke. Now I'm going to be tracking the damn smoke in Regina. Today, Joaquin.
If you run and it's smoky out, does that give you like superpowers? Are you gonna like win?
I don't know. I don't think so. Did you know that this day in sports history, in the year 2000, Tiger Woods became the youngest player to complete a career Grand Slam when he won the British Open? He was 24 years old.
He never did the Grand Slam, the calendar Grand Slam, though, right?
I don't think so. No.
Has anyone ever done it?
I don't know. I'm not a golf guy. Sorry, man. Anyone know out there?
I don't think anyone has. No one's done there's the calendar. Like if someone to do it in a calendar year, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like even I don't think in tennis too, because you have the four majors, right?
Yeah, that's extremely hard.
Australian, French, Wimbledon, U.S. Open.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Well, Federer just couldn't win the French, but he would win Australian, Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open every time. But he would always fall short in the French. Finally won it.
Yeah,
but
also on this day in 2000, Lance Armstrong won his second Tour de France. But we know what happened.
Oh, there's a real glowing individual, hey?
Cheater.
Birthdays. You ever watch that documentary on him?
I want to, though.
You haven't watched that?
No, I haven't.
There's actually a spoofy one, too, that's kind of funny. But he's a loser.
Yeah, he is. Birthdays, Woody Harrelson.
Woody.
And Slash.
Oh, Guns N' Roses.
Reed's going to like this. On this day in 1988, Def Leppard's Hysteria hit number 1 on the Billboard album chart for the first time.
Hysteria. Say you will. I don't know the words.
The Blackhawks on this day, 31 years ago, signed Bob Probert to a 3-year deal.
Did they?
And I threw this in there because my first memory of a goalie is Ken Reggett with the Leafs.
Really?
With his hockey card. He signed on this day 26 years ago with the Detroit Red Wings on a 2-year deal. I loved Ken Reggett.
Did you?
And Alan Bester.
Oh, okay. I remember Alan Bester because he was on the I think it was the Esso oil or Castrol oil commercials, and it showed him going down and getting back up, and I just put my pads on, I think probably pillows, and taped into my legs and started doing it.
Aiden says Tiger won the 4 majors in a row, but missed the previous Masters to do it all in 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
What was I going to say? What was 2 ago? What was before the one you just said?
What were we? What? Sorry.
Which history day?
Ken Reggett.
Oh yeah, that was it. I remember I had a real jerk coach when I was again trying to play as many teams as possible in one season. He was with the Chilliwack Chiefs, and he was the assistant coach. He must have said 100 times to me, and he didn't like me.
Yeah.
And he was, look, I remember one time, it was almost verbatim, I know what I'm talking about here, and saying how bad I was. And he goes, I know what I'm talking about. Ken Reggett was my backup. And he kept saying this. And he must have said it like, he must have said it to me at least 30 times. I'm like, well, what are you doing then?
Ken Reggett played more than he did, probably.
Oh, yeah. This guy could barely skate. I was like, how was he your backup?
Let's go with this. Oh, let's give the winner for our Who Dis.
Okay.
The answer was
Corey Cross.
Corey Cross, Edmonton legend.
Make you want to jump.
He was. We brought him up for the Whipping Boys bracket because I remember at that time, man.
Really?
When he was at the Oilers, holy smokes, fans were hard on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
and he was a third pairing defenseman.
Like,
I don't know why expectations were so harsh on him, but hey, man, U of A, like you said, guy, he played a lot of NHL games, man. So Corey Cross is today's Who Dis, and the winner, he came in with the first correct answer at 2:08. Aiden O'Neill.
Oh, Aiden O'Neill. Nice.
Dun, da, da, da.
Sweet. Good for him.
He ties Max Bezuzu with 2 points. Next one will be on Friday. A lot of correct answers. We want to thank you all for chiming in. And remember, you got to be quick because it's kind of a time competition here. Next one will be Friday. I'll send Coob the teams a lot earlier so we can make it a little bit harder. But it's going to be fun. Another thing I want to pass by you.
Yeah, a lot of things pass by me. Shoot.
Should we, going forward, because it's summer, it's a little slower. I know it's going to pick up with NFL and all that. But should we do a Mount Rushmore for every NHL club?
Of players.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, is this a daily thing or what?
Yeah.
We're just going to go through
The daily thing.
Well,
and then we get the Nasties to send their teams in.
How many teams are in the NHL?
32.
So let's go 32 days out from the start of the regular season.
I want to start now.
Oh. Okay. Well, I guess it's your name first on the show, so I guess you can do it.
Just to fill segments, right, buddy? I think it'd be fun because I think some would be really obvious.
Okay, let's start it.
And then I think, like, for example, Joaquin, I'll give you an example. Like, let's look at a team like Columbus. I think there'd be a lot of debate.
About what?
About who would be on their Mount Rushmore.
It's easy.
No, but don't get into it now. But there's some teams that people would debate certain players.
I get it. I mean, when you get in a team like Columbus, I say it's easy because they don't have a lot of history.
That's what I mean.
When you go to Chicago, Detroit,
Montreal,
then it gets a little bit.
That's what I mean.
People are going to be pissed. Maybe we shouldn't do this.
Have to remember, 32 teams is 6 weeks. Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so we'll start tomorrow.
Are we?
Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw all the teams into a generator, and then the team that pops out of there, we'll do that team on the spot. And we want the Nasties to play along too, to send us theirs. And
we're going to do it live?
Of course, brother.
Oh, okay. Rip City says Armstrong and Sheryl Crow had a kid. They had a kid? I know they were together, but I didn't know they had a kid. It's in MLB now?
It's Rip City Step. He might be joking. I don't know if that's true. Matt Hyman says, can you define Mount Rushmore, Hernan? Do you mean builders or goats? No, the best 4 players. Like the Mount Rushmore for that team in terms of players.
Yeah, let's just do players.
Yeah, just players. Just players. And then next summer,
we'll do coaches.
I think it'll be fun. So, yeah. I hope the prize is you get to pick one player Hernan has to always defend in post-game shows this season, no matter what. No, that's not the prize. All right. So we're sold? Mount Rushmore for every NHL team?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Right on. Who dis on Friday? Tomorrow, Red Light District.
And we're going to do Mount Rushmore of
the Boston Bruins. No. And we'll find out if it's going to be Tre Ford or Cody Fajardo. It's going to be absolutely.
Did we put up a poll for that? Oh no, Milne did.
Jay Milne did. It was pretty close.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Sheryl Crow and Armstrong are actually had a kid.
They were together. I think they were married, but I don't think they had a kid together.
Oh, I don't know. The Rip City Step, so he's a bit of a joker, so I don't know if...
No, I know they were together, but I think she dumped him after. He's a very controlling guy.
She dumped him because he's a cheater?
Have you ever seen Sheryl Crow in concert?
No.
Oh, she's great.
But I mean a cheater in terms of the Tour de France.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Because he cheated, right? He doped.
Well, they all doped, but it wasn't just that. The lying and he ruined people's lives.
Yeah.
Like the people that helped get him to a certain point, and then when he was caught, he ruined them. Like,
and for all our Nasties today is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. You like vanilla ice cream? I'm not big on vanilla.
Really?
Yeah.
The only vanilla that I'll really get is like bougie vanilla, like Haagen-Dazs. If you go get a scoop of vanilla Haagen-Dazs ice cream, you're not going to go wrong.
And it's National Lemon Day. So have a tequila with a lemon on the side. I don't know. A Corona with a lemon in it.
Do you put lemons in there?
Is it lime or lemon?
Limes.
I've had both, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
And then
I don't like lemon in there.
No? You like lime?
I'm a limey guy.
Interesting. What do you want to do tomorrow?
Well, we'll set up this Elks game. This is important.
It's huge.
There hasn't been a more important sporting event in months here. It's interesting to see which way they're gonna go, right? I think we're all thinking, is the Tre Ford experiment done? That's the biggest answer. And okay, let's go quick. We got a minute. Mount Rushmore of Elks things that need to improve. Quick.
Defense.
Is that the first?
Yes.
Okay.
Quarterback play.
Quarterback execution.
Yeah. O-line play.
Okay.
Coaching.
Man, they're in a world of hurt.
No, listen. If let's say Cody gets the call, okay, I don't think this is the end of Tre Ford. No, like it's maybe he just needs a reset.
Might be a reset.
Yeah, exactly. Because you've committed to him for 3 years. Things haven't gone the Elks' way. No, it's really unfair to put this all on Tre Ford. It's so unfair. I just read to you 2 segments ago the rankings of the defense. Yeah. There's a lot of issues with this team right now. So to put it all on the quarterback position is truly unfair. Does every position have to improve? 100%. Nick Anderson said, on defense they have to improve in every aspect. So it's just like the goalies with the Oilers. It's not always all on that position, but I understand it because it's the most important one when it comes to football. It's the quarterback. So we'll find out tomorrow. I'm assuming between 11 and noon, we'll know who the starter is for your green and gold. Hey, we want to thank you for watching us, for listening to us, for hammering that thumbs up. Don't go anywhere because Reed Wilkins is coming up with Jay Milne. They got Samuel Emelis from the Riders joining the show and Dwayne Ford. Keep it locked here on Edmonton Sports Talk. For Coop, for Joaquin, I'm Hernan saying thank you for tuning in. We love you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Chowders.